Chad Gable needs to be the one to end Gunther's IC title reign, and if you don't agree with that, then you need to shush, please. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. We put it up for a poll. Should Chad Gable be the one to end Gunther's Intercontinental Championship reign? Let's talk a little bit about his Intercontinental Championship reign. How long has this been going on for? Well over a year now. And I could accept one title reign lasting a long time in WWE, but holy shit, under this Triple H era, it feels like every title reign is never ending. It's everlasting. I mean, what the hell is happening? You got Roman Reigns is approaching 3 years. You had the Usos, they were approaching 2 years before they lost it. You have Bianca Belair, she was over a year. You've Gunther, he's well over a year. You've got, who else have you got? You'd Braun Breaker, he was over a year. Austin Theory is approaching a year. It's like, Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying long title reigns are bad. Long title reigns can be good, but not when every single title is a long title reign. It just feels like they're never ending. Feels like the matches are so predictable. Feels like nothing is ever going to change. It just feels stale. I mean, you're sitting here waiting on this guy, praying on this guy to lose a belt that in reality, he's probably not going to lose. He's beat a lot of people. He's beat Sheamus, he's beat Drew McIntyre, he's beat Ali, he's beat Ricochet, he's beat Braun Strowman, he's beat quite a few guys for the Intercontinental Championship reign, and soon enough, he is going to beat the Honky Tonk Man's record. But to do that, in order to get to that record, in order to break that record, he's going to have to get past Chad Gable of the Alpha Academy. And let's get back to the poll. Should Chad Gable be the one to end Gunther's IC title reign? 67% of you people said yes, 33% said no. So 2/3 thinks that he should, and 1/3 thinks that he should not. Look, this is what I will say about Chad Gable. I do find him a little bit entertaining, and I think he is good in the ring. He looks good now. He's never really been showcased as a singles wrestler, so we've never seen him have long time dedicated to like singles matches on a consistent basis. He looks good in the ring, but he's never really had that opportunity. How would he do if he had a series of decent length singles matches? We don't know, because we haven't seen it yet in WWE. And look, Kurt Angle is one of my favourite wrestlers ever. Kurt Angle is a machine. Whether he is 99 Kurt Angle, 2006 Kurt Angle, hell, even if he is 2012 and on the decline rapidly, Kurt Angle is a machine. He's one of the best of all time, and we see a lot of people get compared to Kurt Angle. Currently, at the moment, it's Gable Stevenson from NXT, and none of these people that get compared to Kurt Angle, they're not Kurt, and they never will be Kurt, and nobody will be Kurt. There will never be another Kurt Angle, so I'm not going to disrespect Angle or insult Angle by saying that I think Chad Gable is the next Kurt Angle, but what I will say is, I think out of everybody, I'd say he's the closest. When you look at the ring, in-ring ability, I would say he's better as an Olympian than any other person that's been in WWE. You know, they tried to go with Jason Jordan, now they're trying to go with Gable Stevenson, but for me, Chad Gable in ring is better than both of them. He's got the same sort of stature as Kurt. He's kind of short and they've got the same sort of look as Kurt Angle. When it comes to promos, he's got this goofy kind of style that Kurt Angle also used to have. So when I look at Chad Gable, I see more of Kurt Angle and Chad Gable than I do any other wrestler in WWE, whether it be Gable Stevenson, whether it be formerly, Jason Jordan, who was playing the Sun, or whether it be anybody else in the company. So, if we want to compare anybody to Kurt Angle, I think we should be comparing Chad Gable. And again, I'm not saying he's good, I'm not saying he's half as good, I'm not saying he's better, I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying, I think, out of everybody, I think he is the closest comparison that we have to Kurt Angle. Anyway, there was a few comments, so let's go check them out. Let's see what you guys think here, and we'll see if anybody agrees with me that Chad Gable should be the man. Said Dog89 said, Chad Gable is a gem, protect him at all costs. Yeah, let's protect him. See when he hits those like German suplexes on these big fat guys that are like twice his weight, it's a sheer thing of beauty. Could Chad Gable versus Brock Lesnar be a great match? It probably could, but I think Chad Gable is a long way away from getting in that position to face Brock, where we would believe he is like a legitimate opponent. I just don't see that happening right now. Probably the best thing to happen to Gable would be a run as a singles wrestler. Does that mean splitting up the Alpha Academy? I don't know. But for right now, he's kind of just seen as a comedy guy who teams up with Otis. He's not really seen as like a real threat to like individual titles or anything like that. Maybe a good run with the IC belt could propel him into that position. Gary Bowen 2092 said, please, I can't stop laughing at that question. The only question I have is how bad is Gunther going to beat him? Why? I would say Chad Gable's a way better wrestler than Gunther. And when you look at it, I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised. I genuinely mean this. I know there's a bit of a height difference in there. I think Chad Gable would destroy Gunther in a real fight. There you go. I've said it. I think he would. Gunther's just a big fat boy at the end of the day with big fucking tits. That's all Gunther is. Prince Ali the Greatest said, I laughed at this statement twice as hard as you did this question. Chad Gable is a freak of nature, both in and outside of wrestling. Dallas the Great said, I want Gunther versus Brock at Mania. And Gary Bowen replied, that'll be a good match. And you know what? It would be a good match. I just said a minute ago that I'd like to see Gable versus Brock. I think Gunther versus Brock would also be good. So, yeah, hopefully we just get good matches. Come on, give us some good shit. Let's do something. Come on, wrestling's stale at the moment. We need to, let's push new guys into the main events. I'm sick of seeing Roman Reigns hold the belt for 10 million years. I mean, I'm sick of looking at Finn Balor and Seth Rollins competing for that new fake shit world title. We need to start propelling guys into the main event scene. And you know what? You can argue LA Knight, Damian Priest, Riddle. These guys are fucking old, man, you know? I mean, Sheamus and McIntyre have already had their chance. So's Bobby Lashley. I mean, Gunther and Chad Gable are old as well. It's like, where's the youth in wrestling? Even like a Grayson Waller's pretty old. He's like 33. When are they going to start pushing the youth? Like people like Braun Breaker, someone that's actually going to be around for a long time. That's probably what needs to happen in WWE, but for some reason, we're not getting that right now. We're just getting the same old shit that we've had for years now. Pushed down our throats and pushed into the main events. And yeah, we'll see. Anyway, guys, should Chad Gable beat Gunther for the IC title and stop him, more importantly, I would argue, from breaking the Honky Tonk Man's record? I think so. A lot of people don't like the Honky Tonk Man. A lot of people don't really recognise him as a great wrestler or whatever. And I mean, I can certainly see why. I mean, the Honky Tonk Man was more of a character than a wrestler. I don't think anybody really paid to, you know, watch the Honky Tonk Man wrestle. No one's really ever going to talk about these 5-star matches or these massive moments. That time the Honky Tonk Man climbed up a 20-foot ladder and did a 450 moonsault. You know, that shit didn't happen. Honky Tonk Man was more of a gimmick. He was more of a character, and he is known for having the longest Intercontinental Championship reign. Do I think WWE should take that away? No. I think WWE have made a few decisions over the past. Like, some of the records I really didn't like. Gunther beating Rey Mysterio's record in the Royal Rumble. I hated that. And another one I hated was Roman Reigns defeating Kane's record for most eliminations. I thought both of those records were dumb. They've been going for a long time. The Kane one felt special because back then he was a fucking monster. And the Rey Mysterio one was paying homage to Eddie Guerrero. There was no reason to break both those records, yet WWE went and done it. Will they break this one with the Honky Tonk Man? I think they will, but I hope they don't. I think they will, but I hope they don't. Finally, I managed to spit that out there. Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Leave your comments down below, and until next time, peace.